Test Subject 3. It has been days since your last run of Test Track 9. We regret to inform you that due to the current state of our facility, we are no longer able to repair it to our expected standards. This message is pre-recorded, and I am now the last of the repair bots and am soon to shut down due to the lack of parts needed to repair myself. I apologize for the inconveniences, but this facility is no longer in a state that is safe to test in. Emergency protocol states that when this happens, you are to be released so that you can make a last effort attempt at escaping to the surface. The Kitatcho Laboratories wishes you the best of luck on your new adventure. And remember, even though we are now long gone, science will last forever. Good luck!
Willing, eager employees to the infamous Kitatcho Laboratories. I'm Jake Kitatcho, founder and CEO of this fine establishment, and if you're hearing this, it means you were accepted out of a plethora of applicants to become a contributor to the wonderful scientific experiments we run here at this facility. Now, my assistant Susie has finally helped me get a hang of our new pre-recorded messaging system, so I can help guide each batch of you newbies without having to repeat myself. Not only does that save the finite amount of oxygen my lungs can actually intake over the course of my life, it also means we end up saving time to do even more science. However, before we can begin said science... Alright, here we are. Kitatcho Town. Again, name not fun. This is where you'll be staying for the majority of your time underground when not participating in the laboratories. Enjoy our hospitality as you live comfortably in one of our high-tech apartment complexes. Go for a relaxing stroll in our Central Park, and even enjoy a fine dining experience at our newest Kitatcho restaurant that we just finished renovating specifically for this town. We hope to eventually establish more Kitatcho towns throughout the facility as we expand, but for the time being, please feel privileged to experience the very first of its kind. Now remember, before you can unpack, you first need to register yourself at our town hall, which is located on the far side of the town from where you entered. After that, you'll officially be considered one of us. One of us, that makes it sound like, I don't know, like a cult. Can you imagine us being a cult? We wait at the endlessly gaping maw of the great tomb as our slimy god awakens from his slumber and begins creeping towards us. Anyways, for those of you who are going to be monitoring our newly built Test Track 8, please head to the top right side of the cavern once registration is complete. Your project coordinator will provide further instructions after that. Until then, I've been Jake Kitatcho, founder and CEO of the Kitatcho Laboratories. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Oh, right, to clarify, no, we're not a cult. Welcome, test subject, to the Test Track 8 lobby. Now, if you're hearing this, it means you've completed our simulation room successfully and are now equipped to tackle the more advanced mechanics our lab boys have whipped up specifically for this testing track. Now, one thing I'm supposed to mention about this testing track, according to the notes I was given, is that, let me see here, Alright, welcome to the first test. Now, I'm not sure if one of our test associates has already mentioned this, but this track is actually built as a testing track for some new mechanics we have planned to reveal to the public at our upcoming Test Track 9. Test Track 9 is going to be a celebratory track built for our company's 25th anniversary. So, you actually have quite a large role in making our anniversary as great as it can be. I hope you look forward to it, given you are one of the subjects that actually manages to get through this track in one piece. I'm joking, of course. Mostly. Oh, right, that reminds me. This chamber introduces our death fields. Please avoid making contact with them, as they have a tendency to cause severe vaporization. And by tendency, I mean always. No, Jeff, I don't want to hear another one of your dumb proposals. Okay, look, the last thing you proposed was a New Year's Eve party, and we all know how that went. No, Jeff! I don't care if this will improve test efficiency by 75%. Repair robots sound like a stupid idea and too cliche for a place like ours. Even this going further, no fire. Yeah. That's final, Jeff. No, I don't care that the pre-recorded messaging system is still... Oh, wait, what? Good job making it this far, test subject. Good luck with this next chamber, and I hope you didn't hear any of that. I don't actually know how to redo these tapes. This next chamber introduces our Kitatcho Laboratories high-tech swap blocks. These blocks allow you to teleport slime balls and other items to fixed locations around the chamber. Being fresh out of the experimental labs, you'll actually be one of the first ever test subjects to try them out. Now, I believe I'm legally obligated to warn you that an early build of the swap block ended up accidentally teleporting one of our lab boys into orbit instead of the slime ball he was holding. Poor guy is still stuck up there to this day. But don't stress out too much about that. I've been told that problem should no longer happen. Should being the keyword there. So I just want to give a big round of applause to our social team for scoring the famous celebrity Corvid Deltros to be our very first test subject for our upcoming Testing for Charity initiative. I figured letting some public figures come in and do a few harmless tests would be great for publicity, especially just before our company's 25th anniversary. Now, I should mention I actually don't know who this Corvid guy is. I'm just told he's all the rage these days. So, how about I go do some digging while you do your best to solve this next chamber? Sound good? Perfect. Okay, get this, test subjects. Corvid Deltros, right? He isn't a famous actor, musician, artist, or athlete. He's a poet. Now look, I have nothing against poets, but here I am being told the most popular celebrity of today is a poet. Am I missing something here, or am I really just that out of touch with the times? Back in my day, it was all about rock stars and movie people. But here we are, getting a poet to show up for our tests. At the end of the day, publicity is publicity, so I'm not complaining. Man, I gotta do something about that. Alright, so my assistant, Kazii, says I should probably use these pre-recorded messages to actually talk about the chambers in question, instead of using them to vent my thoughts about a celebrity poet. You know what? Fine. This chamber teaches you that arrows can also be transported through our swap logs and not just slime balls. Whoa! It also has a substantial amount of particle fields, so the chamber design team decided to be funny and name it Field Trip. Because, you know, field trip. Particle fields. Ha ha, very clever. No, we thought it was so dumb we had them all killed. Oh, but we're not monsters. We kept the name and they're on it. I'm just kidding. We only had some of them killed. Oh, I'm still kidding. Some say I have a sick sense of humor. I say I'm just too darn fun. Anyway, just be careful with this one, otherwise you'll die and miss out on seeing a celebrity poet show up for our This next chamber introduces our anti-projectile fields. Now, I know we may have had a bit of controversy in the past surrounding these here fields due to an incident with a world-famous archer testing them out. Good old test subject 4. Yeah, kind of jumped the gun with that one. Anyway, when you shoot these particle fields or walk through them, your arrow will be instantly teleported back into your pocket. However, in the case of our archer, it, teleported directly into his lung. Thankfully, he was a good sport about it after we patched him up, so no harm done, apart from the arrow when it was... well, you know what I mean. The point is, we spent a lot of time working on fixing that specific problem. So, it should be fine for you to use the particle fields without injury. Again, the key word is should. We have to emphasize that for legality purposes. Alright, yes, I'm telling them. Just a heads up, test subject. This next test chamber might not actually exist. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but just bear with me. The lab boys say this chamber might have accidentally been built on a quantum rift that was supposed to house our quantum testing track. No need to worry about that, though. That testing track isn't made for you. Well, not made for you, really. Again, made for everyone at the same time. The point is, if the chamber or you suddenly snap in or out of existence, the Kitatcho Laboratories would like to apologize for any inconveniences this causes. Scooping people back from outside of reality isn't something we're actually capable of doing at this current time. However, the lab boys say there's actually infinite time in the quantum realm, so no need to worry. We would literally have all the time in the world to get you out of there. Health and safety requires me to warn you about the potential side effect of getting suffocated when teleporting to these here attractor pads. No need to worry though, as I've been told they only cause moderate suffocation, and it's only for a few seconds. Now, lab boys say they're trying to get that down from moderate to mild suffocation, so here's hoping they're able to figure that out. Not that it matters to you, I guess, but hey, it's something. So the big day for our Testing for Charity initiative is just around the corner, and I know I'm not supposed to be talking about Corvid Deltros, but pardon me for getting a bit obsessed with who this guy is. Now look, I started doing some more research and stumbled across one of his poems. And man, I gotta tell you, I just don't get it. Listen to this test subject. See the aching... Hey team, just wanted to give you all a heads up on the whole situation with Corvid Deltros. As you all know, Corvid completed his testing track just fine and walked out of our facility without a scratch. However, it's been brought to our attention that shortly after leaving this place, he went missing. He never returned home, and his $10,000 check for charity was never cashed. Now look, I have no idea what happened to him, but given this is the last place he was seen, there are a lot of people eyeing this as a possible cause of his disappearance. I recently spoke with the local authorities, and it turns out we're pretty much the prime suspect in the matter. I can't really blame them for thinking that, given the recent rumors the Umbra factories have been spreading about us. However, I provided the law with blueprints to pull the testing track, which as we all know is a completely harmless and easy track made specifically for public figures. Absolutely no chance anything could go wrong in there. They said they'd like to drop in sometime soon to investigate the place, so we're putting in some preventative measures to try and stop these people from discovering the actual test chambers we have down here. So, as far as you're all concerned, testing continues as normal. I know I was skeptical of Corvid at first, but after meeting the man and getting to know him in person, I really hope he shows up safe and sound. I honestly do. Seems like a really nice guy. I know things are looking a bit messy at the moment, but I'm sure we can manage to push through this. We've survived controversy in the past, and we can do it again. So, as stated previously, please head back to your desks and continue working as normal. And remember, onwards and upwards. Hey everyone, just wanted to remind you that in order for this lava to be pumped to the test chambers, it has to first be approved by your overseer. The last batch Test Track 7 received ended up being too viscous for the test subjects to swim through. They grabbed a bit of fire resistance, and after diving into the lava, they were immediately stuck as if they fell into quicksand. Things were fine at first, but once that fire resistance ran out, let's just say the whole testing track basically smelled of barbecue. Just a heads up for anyone working in our manufacturing wing that the conveyor belts found here are not rides. Now look, I know our facility is nowhere near OSHA standards, but the least we can do is not have employees falling off of moving crates and into the dark bottomless pit below. And before any of you say, but Jake, why do we have bottomless pits in the first place? I'll once again repeat myself and let you all know it's because they look cool. Alright? It wouldn't be so much of a problem if we all used common sense when working with the conveyor belt. So, just keep that in mind the next time one of you decides to have too much fun and take an eternal nap with the devil. boiler room. Not sure why I love this place so much, but man, is it ever cool. Don't even know why I'm making a pre-recorded message about it. You know what? I don't even care. The boiler room. What a place. Hey, Kazii, can you cancel that very important health and safety meeting we had this afternoon? I want to make an employee field trip down to the boiler room instead. I want everyone to marvel at how amazing that place truly is. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. Greetings, children! I'm Jake Kitatcho, founder and CEO of the Kitatcho Laboratories. And if you're hearing this, it means you were one of the lucky kids chosen to partake in our child education annex for your summer vacation. Now, I know for some of you the idea of doing more school over the summer is lame, but I can assure you that this isn't like your normal school. Here you'll be learning about all of the cool stuff we create and work on down in these caves. And you even get to experience some of it firsthand. That's right. Our overseer will help guide you to your class, and at the end of the semester, you'll even get to partake in our very own testing track built specifically for you. Let's go! That's something you could say, right? Is it? Getting mixed responses from the room. Anywho, for those of you who pass, you'll be rewarded with a fun-filled adventure to Kitatcho Land. I'm told there are plenty of exhilarating rides, delicious foods, and you can even meet... Well, I think it's best if we keep everyone a surprise. So, enjoy your stay, and I hope that at least some of you discover the valuable life lessons that we learn on a daily basis here at our facility. If you ever become nervous, scared, upset, or homesick, no need to worry, as you're more than welcome to submit a complaint in the Kitatcho Laboratories high-tech Wacky Worries box at the end of the semester. Hello there, young, willing, eager test subjects. That's right. You all did so well in our summer education program that we whipped up an extra special reward just for you. You thought that awesome test track was all? Think again. You have been chosen to participate in something even more exciting. Welcome one and all to our state-of-the-art Kitatcho Land. A land of fun, games, intrigue, drama, thrills, and of course, science. Now, I know you all are chomping at the bit to get in, but don't worry. The wait is almost over. In just a few moments, the door to Kitatcho Land will open. Now, once inside, you might want to take a trip to the kiosk in the center. There's a special friend of mine I'd like you to meet. Now, I know you're dying to get going, so let's get this show on the road. The door will open in 3, 2, 1.
Over here! Howdy there, buddy! Welcome to the infamous Kitatcho Land. My name is Slimy Jim, and I'll be your personal guide and new best friend during your visit today. Now, there are a few things you need to know. You see all those super scientastic attractions all around you? Well, to get in, you'll need some slime bugs. Now, what are slime bugs? Well, it's our very own currency here at Kitatcho Land. To get them, you'll need to explore, play some games, get high scores, and win some Kitatcho coins. It's that easy. If you have any questions, I'll always be here for you. I hope you have a super slimy fun time. I'll be seeing you. Welcome to the gift shop. Here you can buy all sorts of goodies with your Kitatcho coins. They're sure to help you out with all of your needs, from seeing the future to breaking and entering. So come on in. Thanks for that.
welcome to Dr. Specter's haunted mansion. Dr. Specter was a complicated man who delved into some unsavory arts in his time. Now Dr. Specter seems to be long gone, but rumor has it that his experiments still roam the halls. Step inside. See if you can discover the secret of the house, and make it out with your life. Before you do so, make sure you grab a super spooky blaster. You might need it. Are you ready? Come on in. It looks like you've met one of
trying to escape, right? Well, I know for a fact that you can't get to one of the 3 flames without my help. That's right. That door is remote controlled, and I happen to have the remote. But I'll tell you what. If you can beat me in a game of hide and seek, I'll open it for you. I should warn you, though, nobody's beaten me yet, so good luck with that. Here's how it works. If you find me, unlikely of course, then fire your blaster at me. Don't worry, I'm tough. Then you'll shut your eyes, and I'll find a new hiding spot. If you can find all 5 of my spots, I'll open the door for you. But that's never gonna happen, of course. Let's begin on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Dang it! You're good at this. I've gotta step up my game. Let me open the door for you.
Can pass. Other door open now too. I go bye-bye now. So you've made it. You've uncovered the deepest. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Jonas Spector, and my latest experiment is you. You passed through my trials with flying colors and fell right into my trap. But I'm afraid I have no further use for you. They're coming for you. There's nowhere to run. Time to say goodnight. Truly marvelous. You managed to escape, and thus completed my final trial. I hope you enjoyed your visit to Dr. Spector's haunted mansion. I'll be seeing you again very soon. And before I go, one last thing.
There's no way out! I'm coming for you, buddy!
Hey everyone, I have an important message regarding the ongoing legal battles we've been in over the disappearance of Corvin. Look, I'm not gonna lie, the past few months have been stressful, and things haven't exactly been working in our favor. Now that I think about it, live streaming Test Subject 3 going through Test Track 9 to the public during a legal crisis, it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but let's not dwell on the past. To put it simply, I'm starting to suspect there's something much larger at play here. During my hearing today in the courtroom, you'll never guess who they brought in to testify against me. That's right. Cindy Umbra herself. Can you actually believe the nerve of these people? I know it's public knowledge that we have history together, but it's even more widely known that neither of us could ever give an unbiased statement about the other in the midst of something as serious.